Hey everybody, come on in. I think I kind of burnt my quesadilla. Hey y'all. What y'all got going on? I'm eating the quesadilla I got from Zaxby's. I'm doing all right. How you doing today? Yeah, I got my little tray in my bed. And I'm in my room just chilling. So I decided to come on here and do a Q&A with y'all. Y'all can ask me some questions. If it ain't too much, I will answer if I feel your question is appropriate. But if not, I won't. So, y'all can drop some questions in the comment section. Appropriate, respectful questions. You said what made me start being popular on social media? I guess me going live all the time on Facebook. People started to notice me and watch me. I just got done doing some TikTok videos for some companies that sent me one company sent me some swimsuits, and then one company sent me a one-piece romper set. So I just did a recording of those outfits. I'll probably post them later. Anybody else got any questions? Q&A time. Good afternoon, everybody. I kind of burnt my quesadilla a little bit. The one piece romper was really cute and comfortable. I like it. It's like blue with orange flowers on it. It's cute. I didn't really do much content today, y'all. I went with my daughter to go look at a venue. I should have did some recording when I was with her, but I wasn't even thinking. But to look at her graduation party venue and to basically like figure out how I'm gonna decorate and how we're gonna set everything up, like the chairs and all of that. So that's what I did today. Thank you, darling. I'm eating a buffalo garlic fajita chicken wrap from Zaxby's. Mmm. How does it feel to have a lot of children? I guess it just feels regular. You said me and Muffin love to eat in front of the world. I'm pretty sure me and Muffin are the only two people in the world that eat. I see thousands of people doing mukbangs on YouTube and TikTok eating. So I just honestly think that some people just say anything that comes to their head. Zuri and Abe is watching TV in the living room, and Sonny is outside playing with his friend. And Eliana is asleep right here. Thank you, Deidre. I'm kind of bored, but I don't know how I'm bored because I got all these kids, so how can I be bored? But for some reason today I'm bored. I'm ready for my husband to come home from work so I can bug him. I bug him all day, y'all. Well, not all day, but most of the time I bug him. How does it feel being married? It feels good. It's kind of like, it's meant to be. It's like you just doing what you're supposed to do in life. Find love, have kids, get married. It just goes with life. It's what you're supposed to do. Well, I guess that's what you're supposed to do. And it feel good. Marriage is marriage. You have your ups and downs, you have your good times, you have your bad times, you have your partner, you have your love, you have your kids, and you just live life. Marriage is good. Don't let nobody tell you that's not. Denise, if you want to order sauce, you got to go on my website and order it. Just click the link that I posted. I done got sour cream in my hair. But a lot of people are like, I ain't getting married, I'm listening to this and that and do that. What? Marriage is a good thing. It's not gonna be perfect all the time, but nothing in life is perfect. Yeah, it's a relief because, like, I mean, you still gonna have issues, but life that's what it comes along with. But it's like you ain't gotta worry about nothing crazy. Well, sometimes people do crazy stuff in their marriage, but it's relaxing. It's a relief. It is. Once you settle down and be with the person that you want to be with, y'all both decide to be faithful and decide to love each other. It's a great thing. Even though some marriages have their issues, but it's up to that marriage is between you and God. God is the only person that's gonna work it out for y'all. I thought about doing a meet and greet. At first, I was like, I wasn't gonna do one because, but I thought about having one, but I don't think I'm gonna have none no time soon. Maybe next year sometime, but no time soon though. But I definitely want to do a mini break. I said I wasn't, but I'm just gonna do it with. I'm gonna do it the right way. Mm. We canceled the last one because there was a lot going on. But I'm finna watch BMF today, and I got a few more items I gotta do for TikTok shop. So I had some chicken fajitas from Zaxby's, and they're so good. Yeah, I'm so addicted to these fajitas. I don't have to leave them alone. My favorite color is pink. I love pink. Me and my husband's anniversary was in March. We didn't do any. We had a movie night. We got some of our favorite food. I had seafood. He had his favorite hot wings and cheese fries. I made some popcorn. We had wine and stuff. We had our favorite snacks, and we watched the movie by ourselves with no kids, and it was really fun and relaxing at home. Mm. You see, you heard him talk about cheese fries last night. He loves cheese fries, y'all. He eat cheese fries all the time. He like cheese fries. He love hot wings. Grab us. What? What is all these people calling? We don't have a topic. We're just doing a Q&A with respectful questions and inappropriate questions. Oh, I thought you said something about going. No, I was thinking. Oh, we was thinking about planning a vacation. Do I regret not knowing how to drive? I don't regret not knowing how to drive. I regret not learning how to drive when I was younger. I do regret that. And um I really wish that my mama would have forced me to drive when I was younger instead of just letting me be okay with not driving. But I think the reason why she let me be okay with not driving is because she can't drive. She don't drive. So I think by that, she just was like, whatever. She don't know how to drive, she don't got to drive. So I think that's why my smoke detector ain't going off. I think that's part of the reason why I don't know how to drive because she didn't make me learn. You can still drive. I'm gonna learn how to drive. Which one of your kids is quiet and doesn't give you problems? Which one that's quiet and don't give you the problems? Hmm. None of my kids is quiet. I would say The least problems. Mm, honestly, don't none of my kids really give me problems. If I would say, it's just, that's kind of a tricky question. That's kind of a tricky question. So, um, I don't think none of my kids is really quiet. Well, some of them more outspoken than the others. So Tahariel and Tashari, they's more outspoken. Sonny is outspoken. Abe is outspoken. And I would say that Zuri and sometimes she outspoken too. I'm gonna say all my kids is outspoken. None of them is quiet. None of them is really quiet. But if they're around like new people, I would say if they're around people they don't really know like that, I would say maybe Bebe quiet, Tashari quiet, um, and that's it. They'll be quiet around people that they don't know. But once they get to know you and all of that, ain't none of them kids quiet. Zuri is so funny. I used to take Ubers and walk a lot. But yeah, none of them don't really give me like no problem. I mean, all kids sometimes want to give you a little back talk. You just got to put them in their place. Um, I never really had no like really like bad kids that just like was doing stuff out in the streets. Da, da, da. My only things with them is like sometimes they would get into people at school. Um, all my kids are doing well in school, but school is out right now. Well, they was doing well when they was in school. They'll get in. Sometimes they'll get into people at school, but or it'll be an issue like with me getting on them about doing chores, me getting on them about keeping my lights off, stuff like that. And then they want to get a little mouthy. But other than that, I don't really have no really like off the wall bad like kids. I had a fajita. Zuri, that's my little friend. I just love her. You have some good children. You are a very great parent. But yeah, they definitely can be teenagers. Y'all know how teenagers is. They want to talk back sometime. Um, they want to get mouthy. They get to a certain age and they go, "Oh, I'm grown now." You know, especially when they get 18, they going, "Oh, I'm grown, I'm grown." You're not grown. You still ain't grown. If I'm just, if you living in my house, you're not grown. Period. So a lot of kids get to a certain age and they feel like, oh, they don't have to listen to certain things and they don't have to. So yeah, I won't say they're really bad. They're just teenagers and they're living and they growing. And Okay, I was waiting for one of y'all to come in. And I said no negative comments and I said appropriate comments. So you want to talk about what my 1-year-old, let's not talking. Since I know y'all watching and y'all probably going to all see this live. Let's say this. If you have children, several children like I do, then, and if you know about children and development, you will know that a child doesn't have to be walking when they turn 1 year old. A child can start walking from 9 months to 15 months. It's not an issue or a delay for a 1 year old, which is a 12-month-old, to not be walking. Okay? It's not a delay in development for a 12-month or a 13-month-old to not be walking. They can walk from 9 months to 15 months. Especially if they're meeting all their milestones, if they can stand up, if they can pick themselves up and stand up and hold on to things, and also hold on to like a couch or object in a chair, and they can move along and move and stand up, there's nothing wrong with that. All children develop differently. All children start walking at a different age. Just because a child is not walking at exactly 12 months or a year old doesn't mean anything is wrong with them. I'm not explaining anything. I'm asking the question because it's a Q&A and I knew somebody was going to come in here and try to be messy. So I could answer a question and, give them the correct information because apparently they have the wrong information. My niece baby is 10 months old and she's walking. That's your niece baby. Your niece baby is not my baby. All babies are different. All babies develop different. My oldest daughter, she started walking at 9 months. My other kids didn't start walking at 9 months because she started walking at 9 months. All my kids started walking at different ages. And they all was perfectly fine and they all was perfectly healthy. Okay? Just because a baby is not walking doesn't mean that they're delayed in any form. That does not mean that. That means all babies are different. All babies develop differently. There's nothing wrong with my child. She's meeting all her milestones. She say bye-bye. She say mama. She can reach objects. She can throw objects. She can pick herself up off the floor and hold on to something and walk around and hold on to it. And she also can wave bye-bye. She can blow kisses. Mwah. She can take a book and open it up and flip the pages. There's nothing wrong with her. She's not delayed. She just don't want to walk. She stands up in the bed and holds onto my headboard and walks around on the headboard. But she just don't walk on the floor. She don't want to walk yet. She's just one of those, I wouldn't say she's just being lazy. She can walk if she probably can walk if she wanted to, but she's not officially walking yet. But there's nothing wrong with her. Happy birthday. She sits up and all of that. She crawls, everything. She's not delayed. She will when she's ready. Yes, exactly. All kids walk when they're ready. There's nothing wrong with my baby. Just because a baby, oh, this baby was walking at, my oldest child walked at 9 months. You think I said, oh, baby better be walking at 9 months because Tinker walked at 9 months? No. When baby started walking, he started walking. Baby started walking when he turned 1 year old. He started walking. Tinker started walking at 9 months. Every baby is different. My oldest didn't walk until 6 months, and 16 months, and he perfectly fine. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like people, the only reason why people want to try to talk about my baby and try to label her as delayed or anything in that nature is because they don't like me. So it got to be something wrong with my baby because she ain't walking. There's nothing wrong with my baby at all. She's a very smart baby. Very smart. Some kids have a little fear of walking on the ground because they don't want to fall. Yes, exactly. When she starts, she's going to take off. Yes. Like my baby, now I could see if my baby was. I don't talk about people's kids, so I'm not even gonna say nothing. But I could see if my baby was not sitting up, and you could tell like when kids are developing wrong and they body, they posture is stiff and stuff like that. They can't really do much. They can't sit up. They can't really say certain words. They delayed on like their attention span. Their attention span is very, very low. They can't really pay attention to focus on something. My baby being here like a grown woman. My baby is very, very smart and very alert. There's nothing wrong with her. She's a very smart baby. She's just gonna walk when she get ready to. She's fine. A kid's gonna be strong enough to play basketball or football soon. Why do it matter when babies start walking? Babies do what they want to do and when they want to do. That don't mean something wrong with them. Exactly. She's definitely very smart. Very smart. So with that being said, I hope that answers that question. And if y'all got any more questions that y'all want to know about a baby, maybe y'all should go talk to a pediatrician and ask them, is it okay for a 13-month-old baby to not be fully walking yet? And see what they tell you. Or better yet, go get some baby books and start reading the baby books and read up on baby development and see why is a 13-month-old, does it mean that a 13, matter of fact, how about you do this? Look up what delays mean in a child, developmental delays. Is a 13-month-old delayed because they're not walking at 13 months old? And you tell me what that, go read a book that has baby development and see if you can find anything about a 13-month-old that's not walking. Is that a developmental delay? Because it's not. Ellie is super intelligent. Developmental milestones, right? Right, but even if she was, she's still a beautiful, innocent baby. Right, exactly. Even if that's nothing wrong with any kids that are delayed or anything like that, but she's not delayed. There's nothing. All kids are beautiful. But believe me, my baby's not delayed at all. All your children are very smart. This is my 8th child. Believe me, I would know if my baby was delayed. I have a beautiful niece that I love to death. My niece Kalani. She is autistic. And I told her mama that she was autistic when she found out she was autistic. Because my sister didn't know that her baby was autistic. Y'all don't know my sister Trina, but I have a niece named Kalani. I named her too. And she is autistic. And I told my sister that she wasn't, because I was talking to my niece and she wasn't responding to her name. And I was staying with my sister in Texas and I was telling her, I was like, Trina, you sure that Kalani? I said, Kalani don't pay attention when I'm talking to her, and when I call her name and stuff like that, she don't even look at me. And I just noticed little things about her. And then, she went and took my niece to the doctor and she explained to her what was going on, and they end up diagnosing my niece with being autistic. But my niece is very smart though. But when she was smaller, I noticed things. So believe me, I will notice if my baby was delayed. My baby is nowhere near delayed. Nowhere near delayed. There's nothing wrong with any kids that are delayed or that are different from other kids. They're all special. All kids are special and amazing in their own way. But to try to just throw something off on an innocent baby just because you don't like their parent is crazy. My second daughter didn't walk till she was 15 months because she was lazy. Exactly. Exactly. Some babies are lazy, and Eliana is one of those babies that's lazy. She'll stand up on her own all day if she wants to and hold on to stuff, and she'll even walk around the couch and hold on to the couch, or walk around my little bench and hold on and play stuff. But the moment I try to move her and make her stand up, she flop down and sit down. She don't want to walk. She's just being lazy, period. There's nothing wrong with my baby. Crazy calling her 15 months. It doesn't matter. I can call my child. That's why I have the right. I can call my child lazy. I'm lazy sometimes too, and I still love her. So it's not nothing crazy about that. But I can call her lazy because that's my child. That's my child. I carried her for 9 months. I went through the pain. I got the right to say whatever I want to say about my child. But I know my child is smart, very intelligent baby, and she's gonna walk when she get ready to. She like, I'm doing it when I get ready to, not when you want me to. But anyways, back to the Q&A, y'all. I'm delayed. I have no... You shouldn't say stuff like that about yourself, because the tongue is powerful. So you shouldn't say anything bad about yourself if that's not true. And I'm just going to pray that you can do better and speak positivity into yourself. Because saying those things about yourself is just crazy. I had a little sister that was born 16 months apart, period. So, yeah, she'll get up and walk when she's ready to. And that'll be that. And she'll be walking. Good evening. Good evening. But anybody else have some questions that they want to ask? I'm not going to respond to no more negative questions anymore but that just had to be said because a lot of people are very, 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 they're not educated in certain things. And I'm not educated in a lot of things too. But one thing I am educated in is babies. That's why I got a lot of them. So I know for a fact that my child is good. And if it was something that I wasn't educated in, that I didn't know about my baby, I would ask her pediatrician. If I felt anything was wrong or I needed to know something or I thought she was delayed, I would talk to her pediatrician, period. And that's what anybody else should do too. If they feel like their child having any issues, talk to the pediatrician. I don't need nobody on Facebook trying to diagnose my baby. They always trying to diagnose somebody. It's like they're trying to diagnose me. And saying she had Down syndrome because her eyes are slanted. Her da da da. Like, just, people are so weird on the internet. Yes, it's a wig. Yes, it is. Was you happy when you got your first influencer check on social media? Yes, I'll be happy to get any check. Especially if it's gonna help pay some bills. I mean, I think of course I was happy. Of course I was happy when I first got my first check. Yes, I'm on LinkedIn. LinkedIn or train. When you last went live on Facebook? Maybe like I think I went live. Did I go? Probably yesterday or the day before yesterday. And it's beautiful. You wear it well. Thank you. Yesterday, I think you was on Facebook. Do you like flying or riding on a train? I like. I prefer to be in a car, but I can't drive, and people don't like to drive far distance. So I prefer to travel and go out of town. I would prefer to be in a car versus a plane because I'm still scared of planes. But I just ride in planes, and I mean fly in planes because they get you there faster. But if I had a choice, I would rather be drove everywhere I go. If I couldn't get somebody to drive me everywhere around the world, I would. But unfortunately, I can't. How you like in Florida? You not coming back to Chicago? I'm not coming back to Chicago to live, but I do. I am going to visit Chicago. I love Chicago. Chicago is my city. If I ever become wealthy, I'm going to buy me a house in the suburbs of Chicago. So when I come visit, I can have my own house to live in while I'm there. But I don't think I'll come back to Chicago, not willingly. If I ain't had no other choice and I had to go back to Chicago, I will. Because it's where my family at, and that's where most of all, I can go back. If I need to go back to my mama, I can go back to Chicago and go live in her house if I wanted to. But I choose not to. But that'd be the only way if knock on wood, because your tongue is powerful. If I needed to go back to Chicago and live, if I didn't have a choice, I would. But as long as I have a choice, I won't live in Chicago. I will actually go back to Michigan before I go to Chicago. I need a house, but I'll probably go back to a different part of Michigan than I was in. I need a house in Orlando so I can come pick up the plates which you could when I cook. You like Harold's or Uncle Remus? I like Harold's. How come, Joanne, did I get sick list? You are very beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't. I love Chicago. I love the culture. I love the downtown. Everything is to do. I love being in Chicago around my family. I love all of the good things about Chicago, but I do not like the bad things. And I really feel like if I didn't really have kids, I probably would stay in Chicago. But it's just like by me having kids and especially having boys, and even with girls, like I'm just afraid for my sons to be raised in Chicago. I don't want them to be in the streets. I don't want them to end up getting harmed. And I know how boys is, and I know for a fact how, especially how Bebe was. Like they're not gonna listen. Like even if I can't be in his pocket everywhere he go, so I would prefer for him to live somewhere in an area where it's not bad and where he's not gonna be around his friends that he grew up with and the people that was distracting him to do things he ain't got no business doing and be in environments. It's just like I know I can't be with them everywhere. I know I'm not God. I can't save them from everything. But if I can, I will try. Why you beating on my door like that? Huh? Why? I'm on live. Why? I'm on live, so I'm not going to talk about it right now. Wait till I get off live. Yeah, I'm finna get off the lab because I just left y'all right here with my baby. They probably was screenshotting. Oh, she left her baby on the live sleep. All right, y'all, I'm finna get off this lab because Tashari and Tariel got some going on, sister stuff going on. And I'm finna get off here because I gotta go talk to them. All right, y'all. Y'all stay blessed, stay safe. Let me get you off my screen so you won't see my screen no more. Blocked. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later.